Hello and welcome to this video where I will be speaking all things soul essence, soul journey, who you truly are at your core, your authentic essence, and everything that happens on this journey of coming home to who we are and to live this human experience from a space of full fulfillment and potential, and to evolve into who we are here to be. Because this is my core belief, or part of my core belief systems, is that every single one of us has a incredibly unique essence, purpose, and creativity here on earth that is here, that we are here to fulfill. We have a purpose, we have a reason to be here. There's meaning for us to be here and to experience this lifetime. And the more that we get in contact with that part of ourselves and our true selves, the better life becomes. The less anxiety we feel, the more fulfilling our relationships are, the more fun our career and work and life in general is, and the more connected and safe and home we feel within ourselves. The most important thing, I believe, to understand on this journey of coming home to our authenticity is that we're going to be experiencing a lot of difficulty on that journey. Many of us, all of us, have experienced trauma, whether it's small t trauma or big T trauma, and we've all experienced conditioning from society that tells us to stay small, that we can't do the things that we really want to do, or that, you can't make money that way, you have to go this certain career path in order to make money, or your emotions are wrong and you shouldn't be feeling that way, or you should be following this certain path that everyone else is going on, and you have to fit into boxes. And I think that one of the most important reasons that you are alive today, that I'm alive today, is that we're here to shed those layers, we're here to heal, and we're here to grow, and we're here to really fulfill the potential and just live more in peace, whatever that looks like for you. Because this is the thing too, every single one of us is individual in how we express ourselves and how we want to live. Like what your soul wants to do here on earth might be different than from what my soul wants to do here on earth. What I've discovered on my journey is that my purpose is to connect humans back to their authentic essence and to their soul, essentially. That's what I'm here to do. That's what I'm here to help people with, and that's what I do with my clients. And in that process, we have to look at the layers that keep us from living from that authentic essence that we are. Things like our nervous system, how we've responded to, how our nervous system has been kind of programmed to respond to stressors, to our emotions, to our environment, and how our ego is structured, which is kind of our personality and usually who we have thought we needed to be in order to belong in society, in order to belong in our in culture, in our families, and doing the work to actually really question if that's who we want to be, and really question if the personality and the person that I'm coming off as is really in alignment with who I really am, or is there a sense of survival in it? Like, is it a sense of I'm this person, or I'm living this certain life right now because that's what I thought I had to do, or that's what I was taught to do, and it's not actually in alignment with what truly deep down inside I want to be living, I want to be doing, I want to be creating, and the relationships that I want. And one of the most difficult things on this journey is to do that inner work, is to do the shedding and the healing and meeting the parts of ourselves that still might be living in the past, that might be believing that we have to be a certain way, or might be believing that they have to be in control in order for to have our lives be the way that we want to be. And this is one of the most important concepts that we can understand, is that so much of our human experience is about survival, or at least we thought it was, that we need to, in order to survive, we have to be a certain way, we have to do a certain thing, we have to do what everyone else is doing, we have to criticize ourselves, we have to live in shame. And on the flip side of it, when we look at that, by the way, when we look at that, we can understand that that actually just comes usually from younger parts of ourselves. It comes from our inner child. It comes from how our nervous systems were programmed to operate in order to feel safe in our families, among other people, in society. And on the flip side of it, when we start looking at, well, where am I coming more from love? And like, where am I coming? Am I operating more from fear and needing the sense that I need to survive because I'm scared, or parts of me are scared? Or am I living more from love and from creativity and knowing that I have the capacity and the strength and the power to create the life I want to live, create the relationships I want to experience, and create things, whatever that might be for you in particular. And when we start noticing where we're kind of often unconsciously operating from, we can start seeing, where am I living more in survival versus where am I living more from my soul, more from my intuition, more from the love that I am at my core. And again, this is what I find I'm so passionate about, is helping people come home to their true self: love, peace, nervous system regulation, potential, inspiration, passion, and help the parts of themselves that are still living in survival, the parts that might still be feeling like they have to be a certain way in order to be good enough, have to work in order to feel valuable, that have to shame or criticize ourselves in order for things to work or for us to have the relationships that we want. The more we live from our soul, essentially, the love that we are at our core, our authentic essence, the greater our lives become. And it's just a truth that we find so often. I've worked with several people who have felt symptoms of anxiety and migraines and depressions and a disconnection from their bodies and themselves and their hearts. And they've lived from that space because parts of themselves were caught in the past and caught in the societal conditioning and our family upbringing. And by the way, that's not to blame anyone or blame us or blame myself for having thought that way at some point too. It's to just be real and be truthful about where have I been taught to be a certain way, and why is that? Where does that come from? And knowing that we have the power to change it, knowing that we have the power to grow, knowing that we have the power to heal and come home to the safety and the truth that we are at our core. And that is what I'll be talking about all through this channel: the different challenges that we face, how to work with them, how to heal them, and how to connect deeper with the soul essence, your authentic self, who you are at your core, and your purpose, and what you want to do here in life, so you can strengthen that connection, and then also know how to work with all the challenges and the difficulties that might come on that path. I'm so happy that you're here, and it is my pleasure to guide you through your own journey, and to know that you also are here just like me on your own unique journey to self-discover, to self-actualize as we call it, and to just essentially come home to your truth and safety within yourself and your body.